Hello and welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast for February 22nd, 2020. Oh, we're doing that thing again. There. Today we're talking about Animal Crossing. And that's it. Join us for more. Hello, everybody. Look, surprise Brian. He was off camera and now in Look, what an entrance.
I know, I just... Huzzah!
Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Brian.
And we're here. Welcome to the Barrel Roll Newscast. We're going to talk about usually game and movie news.
Yeah, but there's
There's
too
not
much.
a whole... There isn't. So full disclosure, I had a baby, step 1. So I've been at the hospital, step 2. So I haven't been paying attention to things, like
Step
days, for step 3. So I know things have been happening, because I've been pretty much been...
But nothing
earth-shatteringly huge that I can remember.
in my opinion.
Right. So in my brain, I can't remember anything.
Yes.
Because I know I've been on Reddit, and I've
Yeah,
been like...
yeah.
That's all I've had time to do is, like, feed a baby, rock a baby, you know...
Burp a baby.
Burp a baby, and then you're like, okay, and back to Reddit, like, oh, yeah,
yeah.
oh, that's exciting. Oh, look, two baby beavers, isn't that cute? Oh, look, some skunks, that's also cute.
That's also cute.
Oh, skunks are cute. So we're here to talk, we're going to do a kind of a deep dive into the Animal Crossing
Yes.
Direct that was on, because we're Animal Crossing fans.
Yes, we are.
So, and it was an exciting Direct.
It was.
So we'll go through the list. We'll talk about why we're like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
And then I have, the 8,000 pounds of feedback from the internet, because again, that's all
yes.
I've been doing is been on Reddit going like, why is this
Why?
person mad?
Yeah.
So we can, make fun of them. All right. So this list isn't like in order of how things popped up. It's just a list of like,
Things.
here are all the things.
Yeah.
So we have a first look at, so thanks to, I guess I'll start with this, Hex of Void on the Nintendo subreddit. Not the Animal Crossing subreddit, just the Nintendo subreddit. But this thing opened up with Tom Nook going like, oh, we're going to go over stuff we've already shown you.
Yep.
Which he showed me things I didn't already know, like I didn't know.
Like which stuff?
I don't know, like I felt like that first, 15 minutes of that Direct, because that was part 1.
Yeah.
Was all like things you already we've shown you.
Yeah.
They still were showing stuff where I'm like, I can what?
I can do that?
I can do who? So so they split it up into 3 parts. It was frequently asked questions, which didn't really answer any frequently asked questions.
No.
That was at the end. The middle part was like new things that we're gonna show off.
Yes.
And then step 1 was like, hey, this is
what we know already.
What you should know already. So going through this again, Hex of Void has done a great job of like organizing this. So graphics and showing.
Yes.
First, look at houses instead of tents.
So, because we do just start off with tents.
You start off with a tent because you're essentially on a deserted island and you're on an adventure. So
yay!
Yeah, like woo! Adventure in a tent. I've been playing Animal Crossing Pocket Camp.
Oh yeah, on the mobile.
On the mobile game.
I remember trying that when it first came out.
Me too. I was very disappointed. I was very disappointed in it.
Yeah.
I'm still bored. Like there is nothing in that game where I'm like, oh yeah, I can't wait till I like
get to this. There's nothing to like.
Even like you have a camper that you can upgrade, just like you can a house. I'm not feeling it. Like it's not like I'm like, oh, I wonder I'm gonna unlock next.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. The cool part to Pocket Camp, I guess, is like upgrading the camper. Is seeing like, oh yeah, the tent thing is kind of that piece. So we got the camping section in New Leaf. As a free update. They're kind of taking that and going like, now you start with the tent and move your way.
Yeah. Good transition.
Yeah,
Good
it's transition. A cool like taking from the, But yeah, and then all of a sudden Tom Nook's just like, hey, you've been here a while. Do you want to turn your tent into an actual house?
Yeah.
So you can turn it into a house. You can... They used to have that building where you could go and like change your roof.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
It seems like now that piece is just built in, so you can like go see a guy and be like, okay, here's like 5,000 bells, change my roof to green, my fence to this, my this to that. Possibly with the addition of like you can unlock more.
Yeah.
Because that is also something in Pocket Camp that's in there, is like you can change the area around you to have more or less trees, or have bamboo, or have this.
Yeah.
And it's something you have to pay for in Pocket Camp because that's how mobile games work. But this game seems to be like the more you play, you get those like Nook tickets or the miles or whatever they are.
Yeah.
So you can spend those to kind of keep doing stuff.
Yeah, that was a nice new feature, the miles.
Yeah, like, Nook miles or whatever they are.
It's like a reward program inside the game.
And
it's like real life.
Yeah, and everybody's like, so is that like the microtransactions? Because again, at some point before this, they said the ESRB rating had microtransactions were within this game, and people started freaking out.
Yeah. I kind of was worried, but I wonder if it is just going to be like DLC.
In my head, it's just DLC.
It's just DLC. It's not going to be something like mobile games or something.
Or in all honesty, and I would be okay with this, because as we get through this list, there are some things that you can unlock later in the game.
Yeah.
That they say like it's going to take a lot of Nook miles to like essentially unlock those things. Yeah. If you don't play a lot, and that's one of those, like, Animal Crossing is one of those games where it's like, if I give you $20, can I just unlock all of those features?
Yeah.
If people want to do that, cool.
Because they don't have the time to play that much to get to that point.
Like, with Animal Crossing, I'm cool with it because it's not like it's competitive.
No, it's not. No.
Like, it's not like you're like, oh, look at what I can do now, and it's like, oh, okay.
That reminds me of another thing. It's like, if I get jealous of your place, I'm gonna befriend you. You best befriend you.
Yeah. There's a microtransaction you want.
Yeah.
His like buy a best friend pen pass or something, so you can total someone's town.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that later.
We'll talk about that. House furniture. So this was the next big thing, was you can actually go into a 3D look of your house, like Happy Home Designer on the 3DS, and just place your furniture. It's no longer a like push-pull system.
Oh no, I put this in a corner.
Well, and you can still do the push-pull system, but the worst part about the push-pull system was like, you know, you pull the couch, and then you have to run around the couch and push the couch, and then you have to run over here and push the couch.
Now like a puzzle.
Now you can just drag and drop sort of thing. And there was like multiple selections, so if I put like 3 things on the wall, you can grab all of those things and move them all at once. So there's
a select all feature.
Yes. He's got pictures attached to all of this stuff too, so we don't like actually screw up with what we're talking about. Someone mentioned there's drapes for the windows.
Yes.
Like that's one of those just like quality of life. Not even quality of life, just like one of those little tiny detail features where you're like,
good job.
Nailed it, guys. Way to be. They did take from playing Pocket Camp, there is a very distinct, like when you open your bag now, everything's kind of just there and easier to, like, that is a quality of life thing. So when you're placing your furniture, it's like, oh, here's a couch. You want the couch? Hit the couch. It'll drop the couch into the boom. Yeah. Again, no longer going through your bag, finding the little leaf thing,
reading it
to make sure it's the right couch, you know, like,
yeah.
Abandoned islands. Okay, so one of the things you can do is you can go to the airport. Yeah. And you can take a trip to like a different deserted island.
Yeah.
An uninhabited deserted island sort of thing. But they have different seasons going on, so you can actually go catch winter fish in the summer by flying to one of these islands, and it's random.
Which is really good. Like you don't have to wait because. I guess we're going to talk about this, but, like, essentially this is going to follow, like, kind of, I guess, the normal ones did. It followed the seasons. Yeah. You can't time travel.
For right now, we don't think there's time traveling, or there might be time traveling, but you won't be able to do the events. Yes. So you can still time travel to the winter.
Oh, okay.
But you won't be able to time travel to Christmas.
Yes. Yeah.
And be like, I've got all the Christmas stuff already, and it's only, like, day 3.
Yeah. So at least you can go and get winter.
You can go and you can build a snowman.
Fall.
And,
Do you want to build a snowman? No.
No, because I hate that in Animal Crossing. There's nothing I hate more in Animal Crossing than those stupid snowmen.
They're hilarious.
But yeah, it's a random island you get to go to.
Yeah.
So you talk to the dodos at the airport, and they will take you away to a random island with random stuff on it.
Yeah.
And a random season. Speaking of seasons, you can choose between northern and southern hemisphere.
Yes.
So if you live in Australia, for instance, and I use Australia as more of a go-to here, because like some guys, like I live like in Ecuador.
Yeah, like South America.
Yeah,
South America.
Well, like he lives like right on the equator, so he's like, it's always summer. Like,
Yeah.
there's no option for that in this game. But he's like, I do appreciate, because he's like, my winter still is more the opposite of North America.
Yeah, where it's colder and the wetter.
Yeah. So, but Australia is definitely like their Christmas is. Fun fact, everybody, and this is, if I'm wrong and you're watching this from Australia, correct me. But like I've done like the ittiest tiny bits of research. But like a Christmas tradition is going to the beach with like sandwiches and like that kind. Because you can. Because it's the middle of summer.
Exactly.
So people.
It's not a winter wonderland at that time.
Yeah, people are kind of excited about like, oh, I can have Christmas in my game, but it can be still the summer.
Yeah.
And so that confused some people because they thought that it would reverse all the holidays.
Like, no.
It just reverses the seasons.
Yes.
It does what the actual planet does.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the southern, northern hemisphere.
Yeah. So if you live in the northern hemisphere, because of the angle of the Earth and the direction of the sun, it gets cold in the northern hemisphere, but warm on the other side of the planet because the Earth is not straight up and down, guys.
No, it's at an angle.
It's at a tilt. It's circular. It's round and at a tilt. Can you imagine? There's people out there. It's flat
and it's
straight up and down.
Straight.
Could you imagine if we were at a tilt and the Earth was flat? We'd all fall off. Oh no.
Anyways.
Yeah.
We're gonna get unsubscribed by all these flat earthers.
That's fine. I don't need them. Okay, more facilities. So there's stores. As you progress through, obviously building your house and building, like you do end up developing a town.
Yeah.
You're no longer mayor.
No.
You're just you've paid for this island package. They've given you more freedoms, which we'll talk about for certain things. But shops, like so Nook, the Nook's Cranny, kind of first beginner shop, will be there, and Timmy and Tommy will run it because Nook is in the like visitor center or whatever. Like he's in charge of the visitor center.
He's in charge.
Yeah, his nephews are gonna run the store.
Yeah.
So the cool part is I think using Nook Miles you unlock the store.
The stores.
I feel like that's how it's gonna roll.
I feel like it.
The cool part is you can put the store wherever you want.
Yes.
You can put your tent wherever you want. You can put your neighbors' tents wherever they want, like wherever you want. You get to choose where everything goes.
It's not just randomly generated.
So you haven't like created this perfect orchard of apple trees.
And then
someone plunks their house right in, like
I'm
right into
gonna live in your orchard.
Yeah. I loved all these trees. Yeah, exactly.
Isabel, I'd like this person to leave.
I am not happy with Filbert right now.
Yeah.
So the cool part is you get to choose where people go. You almost get to choose, like you can kind of invite people to move to your island, which is nice. So you have a little bit more control as to who comes and.
Because they did say, like, if you do fly to these deserted islands,
there's
you can
people
find
there.
people there, and you can invite them to your island to live.
Yeah, and they're still pulling off, like, there's still a campsite you can build for visiting people. So you can be like, hey, you should move to the town. And they're like, what? And you're like, yeah. So that part's cool. But essentially, in my mind, like, I can build a little housing district, and I can build a little shopping district. Like, I can actually organize my map a little bit more. And I'm talking about maps. You can select a map at the beginning of the game,
just like in the other ones.
Well, this one you can actually pick out of like 4 different layouts.
Yeah,
as
I thought
opposed
you could
to
in the other ones too.
No, you had to reset. It pretty much it gave you a randomly generated map.
Oh, right.
So,
but don't fret if you do not like any of them,
because we'll talk about it at the end, Brian. We'll talk about it at the end. The Able Sisters store seems to be a little bit... talking about Nook's Cranny.
Yeah.
They used to have, like, a large part of it that was, like, wrapping paper and all of that stuff. That's now all in a shelf if you watch.
Yes,
He walks up and opens it, and it's, like, all of the wrapping paper and useless stuff that took up, like, so much space is now just, like, what's in the cabinet? There's some wrapping paper. You want to buy some wrapping paper? You want to buy some medicine or whatever? Like, you can buy just, like, it's in this crate now.
Yeah, there's not just like counter and each individual item is just spread out everywhere.
Now they've just put all of the basic stupid stuff inside of a cabinet. And it's like, thank you. Because again, I don't need a whole section just for gift wrap.
No.
I'm there to buy, like, furniture pieces.
Yeah.
That I can't craft. Like, that's a piece of it is, like, there'll be, a weight bag in there. You can't build a weight bag, like the punching bag sort of thing. So you can just buy it from the store. The Able Sisters store seems to have improved. Like, there's a whole dressing room section in there now. Yeah. The amount of clothes you can make is way different for like custom clothes. Like the hat you can actually make hats. And I'm like, yes! Like, my life is complete.
Not just like a little beanie?
Not just, or like the little thing with the horns.
Yeah.
It looks like you can actually make hats now. Yeah. Doing designs. One, it looks like we have a lot more pattern slots available.
Yeah.
Two, you can actually make see-through layers.
Oh, really?
So it showed, like, and no one's quite sure how it works yet. Yeah. But it showed just like someone had done like little leaves. Yeah. In the corners.
Oh.
But the background was complete, like there was nothing there. Like if they put it into their house somewhere, they put it on something, it would just overlay with just those.
Just those. Oh, that's nice.
And now my other wonder is, we overlay different patterns on top of patterns? So you could actually like build layers. Yeah. Like Photoshop, you can build. Yeah. Our background here is like built in pieces and layers. Like
So you can just edit one layer.
And instead of doing that. And we don't have to use them for paths anymore.
Thank goodness.
So they showed off the pathing system, which looks really tedious, but I don't care, because I'm that guy in Animal Crossing. It's just like, okay. And again, the fact that I can put the houses all in one place. Yeah. Like, it's not like I have to build some weird winding road over to, Bob's house to make sure I get to Bob. It's like, oh, yeah, Bob's going to be right here.
Have a cul-de-sac. Yeah. Kind of thing.
Oh, it's exactly what I'm going to do. It's going to be like this nice little...
ring of houses?
Almost, because I don't think we can...
No, I don't think they'll just be like...
Yeah, so it'll
probably squarish.
Yeah, so I'm going to build like little blocks almost. Yeah. Of like, so many houses. Like, I feel like I'm going to do this, because I think you can move 9 people in, 8 or 9 people. Yeah. So I'm going to have like mine at the top, because mine's obviously going to be a giant mansion at some point. So it's going to be at like the top of the screen. And I want a yard, because we can put stuff outside, which we already knew. Yeah. But, like, we can put fences up. And, like, so I'm going to actually have, like, a little fenced-in yard with, like, the whole 9 yards. Yeah. And then start little streets with, like, 2 houses and then a road and then 2 houses. And then, like, the roads on the side and, like, 2, 2, 2, 2. And then we're done. Like, that's kind of our little area. And I'm like, I like this. I like this. And depending on what shops are there, maybe put, like, 1 store over by the houses. Mm-hmm. But otherwise,
that's like a convenience store.
Yeah. Or just have the shopping district on the other side of the map. Yeah. With the little winding road.
I remember in all the Animal Crossings with the pathing. Yeah. I would do like a stone path. I would draw out all these stones. Yeah. And I would make sure that they would connect so that if I put 2 together, you would have like a stone. And it was just so tedious.
Oh, it was a nightmare.
I would spend hours on this. Like, no, this is not right. This doesn't match up. Yeah. Like, I go back and edit it into that one place. Come back and try it out. No, it doesn't work.
It's not working. But yeah, this one, so they showed the guy putting down the roads, and like not only can you round the corner, like you can round the corners.
Oh, that's so good. Mind blown. Like
so
I was
nice.
Like, you don't just have a square. You can
round the corners. Again, I think the Nook Miles, we can buy different types of roads. Yes. Because they showed they built a park, so they built sand. Like they built, they put a little sand in, and they put the little slide in there, and like the swing set or whatever. And I'm like, oh, that's genius.
That's awesome.
But then there's like just a dirt path, and then there's like a cobblestone path. Yeah. Like the path is there, and I feel like with the Nook Miles, it's like, oh, I want like a boardwalk. Yeah. So I'm gonna buy the wood one before I buy the stone one. Like, I feel like the Nook Miles are gonna allow us to do all sorts of.
I think so.
Fun things where it's like, my town, I like X, so I'm going to unlock X first.
Style.
Yeah, like I'm going to unlock this first. Meanwhile, you're going to completely do something
different.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, I prefer this look, so I'm going to like buy this first. And it's like, And then we'll become best friends and chop down all of the
trees.
I
love even the animation of them putting down. Like it's like a
and people were complaining about that.
Oh,
because they're like, it's gonna take forever to put down roads, and it's like it's Animal Crossing. The whole game takes forever. Like
it's about
it's about stopping to smell the roses. Like that's what this game is.
It's not a fast-paced game.
No, and
it's not supposed to be.
No, and that's why people who are complaining about the time traveling stuff, I'm like, calm down. I get it for people who are like, well, I'm at work during this thing.
Yeah.
But like the stores all seem to be open 24 hours now,
yeah.
or at least the visitor center is.
Yeah.
So I feel like the events are going to be more of a, like, as long as you log in during this like, on this day, you're good to go.
Yeah.
So, like, the bug catching competition isn't from, like, 1 in the afternoon to 3 in the afternoon. It's just, like, show up, and the bug competition, like, you'll talk to the guy, and he'll be like, all right, it starts now, and it will last an hour. You have an hour.
Yeah, you have an hour to go.
So, like, do you want to start your hour now? And it's like, well, no, I gotta go to work. And it's like, oh, okay, well, like, I'm here until midnight.
Yeah.
You know,
the fish are still biting.
Yeah, like, we'll figure this out, okay? So, like, I feel like they're rolling into more of an ease of access for everybody.
Yeah.
So you can play the game whenever, because again, when Animal Crossing first came out, shift work wasn't as big a thing.
No, it wasn't. Yeah.
Like we've really gotten into, our society has really gotten into a, like, 9 to 5 jobs are not 9 to 5 jobs as much anymore.
The world functions 24/7, 365.
Right. So people who work from, 9 o'clock at night to sometime in the morning, like sometimes to 9 o'clock in the morning, and then have to sleep, like, their window of opportunity to do things is very small, or 9 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock at night. Well, that's every minute of this game where the store was open.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm like, and again, I appreciate the people who do those jobs, because, like, I used to have one of those jobs where, like, you were.
You didn't see the light of day.
No, well, you did, because you went in at 2:30 in the afternoon and stayed there till 11 o'clock at night, or if you were on the night shift, like you did, you went in at night, you came home, you had dinner at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then you went to bed. Like, I've done it. So I always appreciate the people who do it, because, like, the world needs to keep going round and round.
Yeah.
And especially people who work in, like, again, being at the hospital for, 4 days. You need people there.
Yeah. Okay, my shift's done.
Yeah, bye everybody.
Good luck.
Yeah. Everybody, if you need something, the emergency number is 911, but no one's working because it's past 5:30. Like, could you imagine if
world just stops
at 5:30 and everybody just
luck.
See, when it comes to, like, some things, I'm sitting there going, why do you have a night shift at whatever business you have? It's stupid.
Yeah.
But, like, there's obviously emergency response people and, like, those kind of things. There's a night shift, and hopefully, it's on a fair and even rotation for a lot of people and that kind of thing. But it needs to be done, and now those people have access to this game in a bigger way. Which is nice. They don't have to set their clock to something stupid to pretend that they're... It's like, it's noon, not midnight. Okay, bridges and ramps we can now build willy-nilly. Ladders are a thing. Yeah. So we saw the pole.
The pole jumping.
We saw the pole jumping already to get across rivers.
Yeah.
But you can also now have a little ladder that you put up against cliffs, climb up, and then, like, take your ladder back. So someone's like, Death Stranding. This is the sequel.
That's the thing.
What's he talking about here with cliffs? Oh, construct bridges and slopes. Yeah. Oh, and I get it's the next thing up, so you can now modify. So this is the big piece.
Huge.
Terraforming.
Yes. This is just crazy.
Modify rivers and cliffs.
This I didn't expect.
No.
And I was like, wow.
Well, and again, this is one of those things where people are like, well, no, I just want my map to be my map. And it's like, but they say that in the actual video is like, if you want your island to just be a wild island, don't do it.
Don't do it, yeah.
But
if you want
a nice river to flow right beside your house, you now have the option of, like, having a lovely waterfall with a cliff coming down, like, whole 9 yards.
You can make some beautiful stuff.
And that's, in my mind, I'm sitting there going, again, everybody's islands are going to be so drastically different.
Yeah.
Because there's going to be people who are like, I'm going to build you know, my house on top of like the
cliff
highest
yeah.
thing that I can build, and it's got one ramp going up to it, and like that's
has a
me.
moat with a waterfall.
Exactly. Like mine will have a waterfall behind it and all of this stuff. But again, even if you're doing different districts, you know, you can separate. Everything can look just that much more different.
You can really like nitpick and make your island
yours. And again, people were complaining because watching him dig away part of the cliff, like it's a and they're like, it's gonna take forever, and it's like, again, it's Animal Crossing, step 1 and 2. Like take your time with it, because maybe they don't want you going like crazy.
Yeah, it's not something to
like just take your time, casually, just, you know.
I wonder how high the elevation can go and how, you know, like...
people have been researching. Usually there's a beach, and then a level, and then a level, and then a level.
So in 4 levels.
In past games, you can have like 3 real levels and a beach.
Okay.
People have been looking at the map, and that seems to be like, if you look at the little mini map, there's sand. Yeah. Then there's like a light grass, a darker grass, and then a dark green grass on the mini map to delineate sections. So people are like, okay. So people are like, oh, I can't wait to like, you know, get into it, because usually at the top of the map is like the big rock face cliff. So people are like, can't wait to dig into that, and it's like, but they did in the video. He dug up, and it was just more beach. Like you're on an island.
Then there's probably camera panning again, right?
I don't know.
Like, can you just...
I don't know if you can pan, because that's never been a thing. Like usually you're always in that.
Yeah, and you always have to build your house.
Yeah.
And you're.
I feel like that'll stay. We did see the museum. Sorry, I've skipped that part. Yeah. The museum looks absolutely gorgeous.
But it almost looks like it's gonna be. It's not gonna be available day 1. No. Like.
But the fact that we can drop stuff outside and put aquariums on top of aquariums and all of that stuff, people are like, that's fine. I'll catch one of every fish.
I'm gonna build my own museum.
Put them in the house, put them outside. Yeah, like, I'll just have an outside museum for now. Joke's on you, Animal Crossing. I can wait. I've played this game.
But the graphics for, like, they showed one scene where he's walking past, like, the skeleton of a dinosaur, and the graphics are just, like...
it's so... Well, even the big fish tank with, like, you know, the sharks swimming around.
So good.
And, like, he's walking through the bug section, and people were noticing, like, there's 2 of the same kind of butterflies. So they're like, can we donate more than one butterfly? Or when you donate one, does it just populate the area with, like...
To make it look like a more...
Yeah, because if you ever walk to a butterfly house, like, you do get...
It's not just one butterfly.
Yeah, it's not like, here's the one monarch flying around. And, there's the aquarium house. So, like, he has... The big aquariums can actually work as tables.
Yeah.
So you can put an aquarium on top of an aquarium. You can start building that kind of stuff. Amiibos are going to function. They are going to work. They didn't say how.
No, they did.
You can scan them in. And I think some of them will visit your town, but they're like, we haven't finished all of them yet.
Yeah, some of them were not programmed yet.
Yeah, some of them
because the cards will work too.
The cards will also work. So
I don't have any of the cards.
I have some of the cards. I don't know where the cards are. Because again, I finished playing New Leaf. Like I was kind of done with my 3DS. Yeah. I don't know where my 3DS is. Like I don't know where those Animal Crossing cards are. I know where my Amiibos are because I have all of my Amiibos in like my Amiibo bag. Yeah. Because it's like okay, I'll find a place for these. Picture taking's obviously a thing because you have like the phone.
Oh yeah, totally.
But you can hit a little button and it'll make all the characters actually look at the camera.
Yeah.
So you can take like group pictures because you can have up to 8 people on your island.
Oh, is it 8 guests? Like because you can
have 7 guests.
7 guests.
You can also have 7 people on the same console living on the same island.
Yeah. So I wonder if there'll be more villagers like AI. Like, let's say if you fill your island with just your family. Like, let's say you had, like...
Yeah, massive family.
Would you not have any animals on your...
I don't know how that would work. That's what, and everybody's kind of wondering that one, too. People are pissed because they can only have 1 island per console.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, whoa, I don't want to share with my brother because he's going to, like, you know, da-da-da-da-da. And, again, one person's like, you know, my family's already agreed, like, we're splitting the island down the middle.
Yeah.
We're going to put all the shops in the middle. We're going to build a little... shopping center essentially.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna
a wall.
And then essentially we're gonna like draw a line down the middle of the island, and he can do what he wants on his side, and I can do what I want on my side, and we'll like split the villagers 50-50 or whatever it happens to be.
Yeah.
And I won't touch his side. Like I can go over there. I can, shake his trees. I can do whatever I want over there if I need stuff.
But you can't modify anything.
I'm not gonna modify his section. Like I'm not gonna. And people are like, that's kind of crazy. Like that'll end up looking again. That island will look really cool.
Neat. Really neat.
Especially if they have very different
Yeah.
aesthetic feels for like one guy wants like a bunch of cliffs and all of this stuff going, and his brother's like, I want everything flat.
I wonder if I want to do that in my own, like, say, if my own island have like different
Different quadrants.
This is like the jungle part of the island, and
people
this
are
is part
already
of, like,
kind
the
of-
mountain part of the island.
People are kind of figuring that out too.
Yeah.
I feel like my shopping district is going to be up a hill. One of my things is going to be up a hill. Either the houses or the stores.
Stores
will be on like as high as I can go.
Yeah.
On like a plateau sort of thing.
I'm just seeing so much replayability with this.
Oh my god! Like, and Animal Crossing is the game where like, I've never finished an Animal Crossing.
Yeah, no, I've never.
Like I think, on the GameCube, because my mom and I used to play.
Yeah.
I think we finished the museum between the two of us.
Oh, okay.
Because my
I've
mom
never
was
finished the
hardcore
museum.
addicted to
To
Animal Crossing. So it was one of those things where she's like, I got this fish, and she's like, I'm donating it. And then she'd get to the thing, and it's like, you donated it already. And it's like, yeah, dude. What?
What?
But like you catch that barracuda or whatever the hardest fish to
Yeah,
catch is,
that,
it's worth like 100,000 bells or whatever, and you're like,
Wasn't it a really long name
Yeah.
that starts with an A?
yeah, because he's a fossil. Like he's essentially a dinosaur. Yeah, but like I've donated him to the Like I get him, and you're like, and it's like it's worth like 500,000 bells.
I know, and you're like, oh,
And it's like never mind. I'll just donate it. It's fine.
just catch another
I need to finish the museum. Like I've finished pieces of museums before, but I think my mom and I the one time we finished that one. But still, like the golden tools to get all the golden tools, like to have the perfect town rating for a week without anything going wrong, like
It's like
all those, and I've done that on New Leaf. Like New Leaf is the closest I've gotten to actually finishing. But I still owe Tom Nook money.
Yeah, you always owe Tom Nook money. For
Like at
something.
some point, you can pay off. And again, GameCube, I paid off the house because I had that game long enough and played it long enough to pay off the house.
Such a good game.
Such a good game. But it's like, and the house didn't expand like it does in New Leaf. Like New Leaf just kept. It's like, okay, I must be done now. And he's like, I can add more. I can add a fifth floor, and I'm like, no, you can't. Stop lying to me.
Stop building a skyscraper.
Yeah.
This game is just gonna be awesome.
The cell phone app in the actual game.
Yeah.
So they're actually going to release more apps in the game to do different things. There's one there if you're lost, like you can actually, or you get stuck somehow, you can call a thing and it will put you back home.
Almost like a.
It resets your position. So it actually plays the resetting theme.
The resetting,
So yeah, there isn't like camera app and a map app and all of that kind of stuff. Yeah. Apparently someone's played some of this or watched someone play, and there's like even a collection book, so it'll tell you if you've donated or not donated a fish to the museum, so you don't have to like run all the way to the museum and be like, I brought you this sea bass, and he's like, you've given me 6 of these.
We do not need more sea bass.
Yeah, I don't want any more sea
all
bass.
All those sea bass are everywhere.
Yeah. And then party play, so if you are playing on the same console, you and 3 family members can all play at the same time in a following system. So it's like Conan, you all have to stay on the same screen.
You have a leader.
You have a leader, so you follow the leader. You can switch leaders in the middle, so it's like, okay, we'll all help Brian do his thing, and then, we'll switch to Nick, and then we'll help Nick do his thing, and then we'll switch to Chris, and we'll help, Chris do his thing. We'll switch to Tony and help Tony do his thing, and then we're all done for the day. Yeah. But at least we can still sit together and party together, which people, again, are complaining because it's like, well, I can't, it's not split screen. Why can't I go left and, my buddy can go right? And it's like, granted, that would be great.
Yeah.
But again, like, back in the day when my mom and I used to play on GameCube, that was that would have been the dream. Because it's like, I get a couch out of a tree, and she's like, I need that couch. And I'm like, okay, go to the mailing system, mail the couch, log out, give her the controller. She'd log in, get the couch, put the couch in her house, log out, I'd log back in. Like,
now you could just be like, oh yeah, I'll put this couch in your house.
Yeah,
done.
Oh yeah, I'll go, let's run to your house, and here's the couch.
Yeah.
Funk. So, but yeah, and then 7 separate people can come to your village from other switches. Using online access.
That's gonna be exciting.
Okay, choose which hemisphere. Cool. Second facility is the airport. So the dodos run the airport, and that's where the online features come in. You can also send postcards from there to other places. So that's where the mailing system is now, is with the dodos.
Dodos.
Yeah.
I love the dodos.
The dodos, I think, are a great touch to the airport.
Yes.
You can use online features, so invite up to 8 players can visit one island at a time. So like they show a picture of like everybody having a picnic outside sort of thing and just partying.
Great.
Best friend system, so if you invite people to your town, they can't cut down trees, they can't modify things. Like they can catch bugs.
They can catch bugs,
and they can
catch fish.
Like
they can shake your trees.
They can shake the trees. Like they can do all of the like non-destructive stuff.
Yeah.
But yes, you can eventually invite people and be best friends and be like, okay, like let's.
I trust you.
Well, exactly. I now trust you in my town too. Or again, like. It's you and me. We know each other, and it's like, Brian, like I need to clear this whole section of trees out.
Help me.
Can you help me? Like even just dig them up, because you can dig trees up now and replant them.
Yeah, transfer them.
Transfer
almost,
them,
which is great.
Which is awesome. But that's the piece is like, Brian, I need like, can you come and help me for 5 minutes? Because if 2 of us do it, it'll take me.
It'll take so much.
Yeah, it'll be way faster. And then you just have to hope that. And we've always been good. Like we threaten each other.
I'm gonna run all over your grass and through your flowers.
You can run through all of. You can run through my grass now.
There won't be any pathing.
There's no deterioration as far as we know.
As far as we know.
I'll wait. I'll still walk around everywhere for the first little while. But
just see.
Scorpions, ghosts, and snakes are among threats on the island at night.
Yes, which I think is another great thing. So
they also showed wasps.
Yep.
Stinging you, or bees stinging you, and like you passing out.
You pass out if you get stung enough times without medicine.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Like there's threats on this island, so it's a deserted island. It feels like a.
Yeah. So with the snakes, I wonder, is a reptiles gonna be a collectible, or is it part of just critters now?
Well, frogs used to be with fish.
Yes. Will this just be a critter thing?
I don't know. So, but it's they did say snakes at some point, so that's interesting.
Stung by I'm gonna take a scorpion, I'm gonna put it in your house.
Bring it.
Now the one thing I'm always wondering is the cockroaches.
Cockroach.
If I don't play for a while, am I gonna have cockroaches?
Yeah, because that's what happens. And then you squish them, and your hair will be all like.
Yeah. It's like those cockroaches are so. I was like, oh yeah, I haven't played in a while. I should go get rid of those cockroaches.
Yeah.
I was like, and then I come back, it's like there's cockroaches everywhere. I'm like, oh great.
We can now customize our own furniture.
Yes.
We don't have to take it to the llamas anymore.
The
llamas. We can just do our own thing.
Yeah.
You can see it in real time. So again, when you took it to the llamas, it was like, do you want to use your own fabric?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, I'd love to use my own fabric. And then you get it back and you're like, that is not what I was expecting.
I did not want it like that.
It did the cushions and not the pillows, or did the pillows and not the cushions. And you're just like, this is dumb. Yeah. This one in real time, it's like, I want to change if it's a wooden bench or a wooden couch, you can change the wood color from oak to white. And you can see it before you go like, confirm.
So it's not like, here's all this, turnips and stuff, and you're like, oh.
360-degree home customization, which we already talked about, which was nice. A rescue service, which we already talked about, which was nice. You can redeem Nook Miles tickets, which bring you to new small deserted islands where you can meet people. Party play allows you to have 8 residents in total on the same island at the same time, which I think is wicked.
Super cool.
We have the actual phone app that keeps trying to be a thing on real phones, so the Nintendo Online service. It's nice that you can kind of type to people.
Yeah.
Like you can send text messages through the game, and it'll like pop out as a speech bubble, like, hey Brian, come over here.
Yeah.
We will still, in all honesty, I'm like, I'll just turn my PlayStation on, start a party, and then switch sources on my TV, because...
I thought they did mention that the Nintendo Online app will allow voice chat
It will, but you still have to go off your phone.
You still have to, all right.
So essentially, we'd have to, plug something into our phone and be like, hey, as opposed to just, I can plug into Discord off of my computer and talk.
Right.
Or again... My PlayStation and my thing are right there. I'll just start a PlayStation party.
And
won't actually play anything and just, so there's a chat keyboard. You can do custom designs on your phone. So you can actually draw and QR code stuff off of your... So I have, BRNN codes somewhere for T-shirts and stuff, so I don't have to remake them. I can just be like, beep.
And I'll be like, scan.
Exactly. There's a passport, best friends, and then just settings off of the Nook Link phone app.
Woo woo.
Okay, museum showcasing islands rich ecosystem, Nook's Cranny, Able Sisters Tailor Shop, campsite, and so much more. That's just one of the Twitter things.
Like Sahara's coming back.
Yeah.
Sahara's gonna be visiting again.
Joan seems to have retired, the turnip lady, so we have little Maybelle or something like
yeah.
She's a cute little groundhog.
Cute little groundhog.
Warthog. Sorry, yeah. Isabel is back to help customize your island, so she's gonna take back what she does. Seasonal events come as free updates, so this essentially is gonna stop people from like skipping to Christmas right now and doing Christmas and being like, you know, I
got Christmas stuff.
And spoiling it for people, which is kind of the big thing. So, from my understanding, what's going to happen is we're going to get the update.
Yeah.
It's going to be free. Then Christmas is in the game.
Yeah.
It's not like Christmas will then go away and come back next year. Like, because that's what people were worried about. Was it's going to be like live events where it's going to be like, okay, now that Christmas is here, the server has to update the game again, and now you get Christmas.
Yeah. Or if you missed out on like fall stuff, you're like, oh no, I can't do fall anymore.
Yeah. So I feel like time traveling is still kind of going to be a thing.
Yeah.
It's just not maybe in the same way that it was. So. And Bunny Day comes out March 20th. So same day.
Bunny Day.
And it's not going to be Bunny Day right away because Bunny Day's on Easter.
Easter, yeah.
But everybody's like, why is the Bunny Day update coming? It's like, so all the animals will already start being like, hey, Bunny Day's coming.
Easter's, Bunny Day.
The non... the non-Christian version of So all in all, like I'm stoked for this game.
Yeah, it's just the look of it. I can't wait for the
so
music
gorgeous.
too.
I know.
Like what's his name?
KK Slider.
Yes.
He wasn't a screenshot. You could.
He wasn't there. Okay.
You could see. Like,
half of his face.
Not even half of his face, and the neck of his guitar. Because people were like, "Is that KK?" I don't think that's KK. Like people were back and forth, but everybody, like I'm sitting there going, you can see the guitar, like it's clearly. And then someone thankfully was like, you can see the guitar neck, like that's KK. He's not in a building, like he was sitting outside of something. So people are like, what building do we have to build for KK to come and play? Like, does he do an outdoor concert now? What's the?
That'd be so awesome. KK concert.
So that was the next question: was can I put like a stereo system outside? Because I can put furniture outside.
Yeah.
Can I put a stereo system outside and put tunes in it to play outside? And if that is, like, can I put 3 boomboxes outside all playing different music in different districts? So can my, like, shopping district have a different song than my residential?
Like a nice shopping music song.
Like it's I don't know. It just, it keeps giving. It's one of those games where, like, I was expecting... From the video, it's like, okay, they've stepped it up. They've brought me a game that I'm, like, super stoked about.
Yeah.
And then it's like, but, you know, I wasn't expecting much more.
What features are you?
I wasn't expecting much more. And then it's like, you can put shops wherever you want. It's like, cool, that'll be so wicked. Like, it's kind of, you can build essentially what used to be there. If you want to go right to the top of your map and put all of them in a row with a little cobblestone path, you can do that.
You could do that.
Like, you can make your town look like one of the old towns.
Yeah.
If you want to do that, you can do something completely different. Like, I'm like, oh, that is so crazy. I love that idea. And then they're like terraforming, and I'm like, what? And people are now like, there's too many customization options, and it's like, but then don't do them.
Yeah, you don't have to do them.
And if you want to randomly place your buildings, go.
Yeah, done.
And be like, oh no, it's in the middle of my orchard, and as well, too bad. That's your system.
You chose that. That's what you wanted.
You picked this system, sir. This is your own fault. There's not many people who are angry at
this. It's just.
Yes, there's not many people that are sitting there going like, wow, that was the complete.
Yeah.
You know.
It's only February 22nd though, guys. I'm like.
Yeah, we've got some time till March. And then last but not least, 383 different villagers right off the bat.
Yes.
The last game, New Leaf, had 390 some after the update to add to the camping section. Yeah. So
that's just incredible. Like, there's so many different kinds of animals you can find, and
and then the customization options for them, like they all have like you know, there's real clothes now, which is the other piece. Like, and we knew that already.
Yeah.
But it's just like pants look like pants and dresses look like dresses.
Yes.
And
They don't just look like thunk. Yeah.
You know.
Aprons or whatever.
And they kind of did a little bit of that in Pocket Camp.
Yeah.
And like you can give like the animals hats and stuff, and they'll put the hats on and like that kind of jazz. But like the animals are carrying around ice cream cones and like eating ice cream cones and like doing all of these things, and it's like, again, it's those little details that they just keep throwing in, and it's just like,
what makes it feel so much more alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not just like, oh, there's, okay, I'll go talk to this guy again. No, he's going to say the same. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. You want to come over to my house? Yeah, you can come over to my house. You want to come over? Oh, I have to set a time. Can you just come over now? No? Okay, I'll... 5 minutes from now? No, you need an hour to get ready. Okay.
I'm not going to be here
in an hour. So can we make it like 6 hours from now? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah, there's so much stuff going on in this game. I'm just... again, like... I've been in, like, Mario stepped it up, and Zelda stepped it up. Like, you know, Zelda, like Animal Crossing's doing that piece where it's like, here's this game where it's like, boom, you know Animal Crossing, we've taken that game, and we've made it for a console. Yeah. And it's like,
yes,
perfect. Thank you so much, because, and again, like, the amount of stuff we can carry, and Celeste was in there talking about a magic wand, which this guy didn't talk about, but you can like change your outfit on the fly sort of thing just by like holding up a little, and you can buy like the utility wheel so you don't have to go into your backpack. So like the quality of life stuff's actually locked behind other things. So it's like, oh, want to select your shovel really quickly? It's going to cost you like so many Nook miles. Yeah. And it's like, okay,
I'm gonna go for Nook miles.
I'm gonna get that because it's gonna be so much easier to press a little, like hold a button down and select my shovel as opposed to go into my backpack, select my shovel, like do the thing. But again, I'm cool with it being like an unlockable because then it's something to work towards.
Exactly,
like
there's motivation to there's purpose.
Other than just paying off your mortgage, which is still going to be like, you know,
my number one thing. I'm like, gotta make money. No, I caught a rare thing. I gotta donate to the museum though.
Exactly, gotta donate.
Or there's no museum yet. I gotta keep it in this tank until the museum opens. That's gonna be my issue. And then once the museum's open, I'll finally transfer, and like,
So, no, I'm excited. I'm stoked.
It's so good. He's so good.
So that's it, the Animal Crossing Direct. Yeah. Look at that. I told you we could do the 45-minute show. We did a 49-minute show.
49-minute show. Oh, gosh. Could be 50.
Could
We
be.
just keep going.
You know what you can do while you wait for the post-credit show, ladies and gentlemen, is go to barrelrollnews.com to find all of our social media links. You can also like and subscribe to all of our stuff. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can hit the one button. If you're watching on YouTube, you can hit the one button. If you're watching on Mixer, you can hit the other button, because I don't know what any of the buttons actually are, but hit the buttons. If you're on YouTube, hit the little bell so you get notified when we're, you know, coming live and doing all of that jazz. Thanks for watching. Come back for the post-credit show where we talk about games we've played, movies we've watched, and other sort of nerd junk we've done. Woo! Bye!
Bye.